Welcome YouTube to another volume of Grand Lethal, my Zidane saga. This is Shelke the Transparent, Lufenia Plus, dropped with Shelke's new event, new character in Defo. I am Raw Life, of course. Thank you for joining me. If you don't mind hitting the subscribe, like button, if you like my content, I would really appreciate it. Help grow the channel a little bit. Anyway, this is a saga where we take Zidane everywhere, no matter the cost, no matter the price, and we make him work. And Vein Cycle was notoriously said to be difficult for Zidane, and it has been kind of difficult. Luckily, this was the easiest one. Zidane is actually really good here, and some of the other ones he's been a little bit difficult to use. The Rafflesia raid, where you have to count turns and let them move every 12 turns, you know, that was tough for him. The ghosts, with most strategies you want the ghost to move every now and then, and so that was a little tough. But this one, thank God, he is finally the main point of the team, and he absolutely carries everyone. This team, we have Agrias, blue armor, that's Blagrius to y'all. Respect, put some respect on Blagrius' name. And then for our third slot, we actually have Yshtola with no BT. So we've got an LD only Yshtola. This guy is a helicopter, I guess. Just straight up a helicopter. You know, whatever. I've never played Final Fantasy Dirge of Cerberus or whatever fucking game. Whatever fucking spin-off Shelke is from. So I guess it makes sense. It's a fucking helicopter. At thresholds, from the beginning of the fight and at thresholds, it will summon the little side helicopter, little ads. I guess it'll summon multiple if you let it, but I never did. But anyway, while the ads are up, it's very dangerous if you let them move, because it'll do like an AoE combined attack and fuck your whole day up. The first one we got through with a Warrior of Light Call, and now we've killed the ad and we are throwing on all our debuffs and about to get to fucking work. This was a fun fight, honestly, which I appreciate, because some of the other fights so far in Lufenia Plus have been they've been ass, y'all. But this fight was fun. I appreciated this fight. The helicopter is gonna summon an ad here soon. Whenever it summons the ad, if it's not confused, specifically confused, we brought Agrias for her Faded Molly. If it's not confused, it'll evade everything, so you can't hurt it, you can't target it while the ad is on the field. So we left this Faded Molly debuff on the whole time, so we could always just keep pounding him down. We brought in Cloud of Darkness friend, a green Cloud of Darkness friend, and she just absolutely chews this thing apart. It is crazy. I did another run of this same team, but with a backup Agrias, just in case. And as a friend unit, I brought Agrias, and it was nowhere near as smooth or easy as this was. So shout out to all the Cloud of Darkness friends. That is a phenomenal friend unit. As you can see, just 100k damage additional to each target. Every single move is just out of control. Went ahead and bursted here, get Zidane's burst effect up, go through his burst phase with the Cloud of Darkness friend, and as you can see, that worked out fairly well. And I haven't even touched on the orb yet, but the orb here is to recover skills. So I don't have Shelke's kit, but I guess that's something, one of our things is recovering skills probably. You have to recover 2 or more skills at once. So Yshtola hits this orb actually with her EX. It restores 1 skill each. And Agrias, this is why everyone's been using Agrias, she also restores 1 skill each to skill 1 and 2, but on her LD. One thing I had an issue with in my first run was that you have to actually use the skill before you can recover them. Just because you hit a button that typically recovers skills, it does not count for the orb. You have to actually recover the skills with that button. So Yshtola, you'll see we're smashing Medica every now and then, which is kind of a shitty button to press at this point in the game. But you have to have a spot open. You have to be able to actually recover one Medica and one stone on her EX to enable that orb check. Agrias is the same way. We'll hit skill 1 and skill 2, always making sure we have at least one missing on each of them so that we can match that orb. Orb's never really an issue here. I brought 2 orb checkers, so it's getting down to 3, but Agrias has already used her skill 1 and 2, so her LD pops the orbs straight back up. Everyone was doing just massive damage this whole fight, which is great. Pretty much everyone's capping at all times. We did throw on the Jack debuff. We did throw on the Kurasame debuff. And this thing actually debuffs itself when you kill the ad. Faded Molly is staying on for the entire fight as well to keep him confused through his thresholds. And so doing big damage here. Actually should have done this fight quicker, but I was a little bit not casual, but cautious. That's the word. That's the word we were looking for. Cautious. I was a little cautious and didn't smash all my buttons as much as I should have, so I ended up with a couple skill uses on everyone. But you live and you learn. Other than that, it was a very smooth run. As you can see, we've already got him down to 31%. Zidane still has 2 LDs and a BT finisher left. Went ahead and smashed the BT finisher for some fat damage. We kill the ad, I believe. Or no, the ad's down to 1 HP. But he's going to resummon an ad again at 19%, so whatever. Pretty much the strategy here was self-explanatory. Keep him confused so that we can smash the boss down the whole fight and don't have to focus down ads one at a time. Pretty much most of the fight, as you saw, we were killing ads just with splash damage. Casual little 419k damage from Zidane there. And as you see, I still do have a lot of skill uses with him as well. 19%. He's going to summon his last ad. You have to kill them both, actually. I found that out the hard way on my my run before this. If you kill the big helicopter, the fight doesn't end until you kill the little guy. So summon here just to get the little ad, keep him from moving. Pretty much didn't give turns to anyone unless they were debuffed with confuse or paralyze or whatever. But yeah, so we're at this point, the rest of the fight is kind of a formality. We are throwing all of our skills that we have left at these guys, try to kill them as soon as possible. As usual, the final 10-15% is a lot more tanky. I don't know when this guy gets his final Lufenia plus stat boost, but the final quarter of this fight, he seems a lot beefier and tankier than he did earlier in the fight. But anyway, he's down to 5%. Agrias has barely used any of her skills. Yshtola has been meeting the orb, helping us with her auras. You don't need her BT at all for this fight. Obviously, she would have been better about her BT, or if she had a green BT, I could have stacked BT phases or BT auras, but whatever. All's well that ends well. And we're going to finish him off here, probably with Zidane, or actually, yeah, with Zidane here. So that's it. Smashed it. We appreciate it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Check out the Lifestream with me, Zoey, and Blart on Mondays, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. See ya.